Welcome to another MTM Moto Vlog misadventure. Today I'm going to tell you the top 5 reasons what's wrong with the DRZ 400, not the more common reasons that you think about. Also, I got a bit of a misadventure for you where I'm going to find this single track trail that I've been meaning to go down, and got a little special surprise for that. So without further ado, let's just get into it.
Reach the wizard.
So welcome to my channel. If it's the first time here, my name is Oh, another dual sport. Yeah. What else we got going on here? Yeah, boy, nice. Okay, that was a nice, pleasant surprise. If this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. Now, just a heads up, I'm not an expert. I don't sell motorcycles, work on motorcycles or anything. I just love motorcycles. I have a 2018 DRZ 400 Supermoto, which I have done some modifications to. I bought it brand new out of the showroom. I put the Yoshimura exhaust on, the jet kit, as well as I did the 3x3 mod, which made a massive improvement. So, saying that, as I said, not an expert, just I'm an average dude. I'm like you. I just want to ride bikes. But these are the top 5 things I found. I wouldn't say what's wrong with the DRZ, but just they're my top 5 least favorite things about the DRZ, in no particular order. 1, it's too slow. It's a 400cc engine. It's heavy. It's just not uber quick. But what I mean by that is it's not too slow to, you know, do some hooligan stuff and run around town and shenanigans and wheelies. Other guys doing wheelies, not me, because that's against the law. But what I mean by too slow, it's not like an R1 or anything along those lines where you can go out, do some mirror smashing, and get the hell away. This is not the bike for that, because it taps out at about 150 kilometers an hour, and that is at the extreme. You're revving the piss out of the engine in 5th gear. So it's no good for that type of shenanigans if that's what you're looking into. My second reason is there's no gas gauge. None. Like, you're going on a trip, you're like, oh, do I have enough gas? Am I even going to make it to the store and back? You don't know. It's a complete roll of the dice crapshoot. Yeah, I don't know. You know it's starting to run out of gas when it starts to choke and cough and you have to put it into reserve mode. That's the low gas gauge, which can be sketchy if you're going around corner or you're ripping ass or something like that. Perfect. Oh, dang, another bike. It's a nice day out tonight. The third reason that I don't like about this bike is you can't feel the speed. You can't feel how fast you're going. It's like you think you're just kind of putting along, you know, doing the speed limit, as I always do, and you're coming up to the intersection or you're coming up to a corner and you start to brake and you're like, what the deuce? Like, it's not stopping. And you're feeling it. You're feeling the bike push and grunt, and you're just like, oh crap. And you look down and you actually look at the physical speedometer and you're like, holy dynam, ripping ass. So that's another one. It's not like you feel it. You're not fighting it. Like you get on some of those bigger bikes and you really feel the bike. You feel the speed. You feel it as you're trying to turn it and stop it. This, it's so nimble and agile, you do not notice the speed. The 4th reason is it's a heat magnet. My God, if it's not the cops watching you because they're looking at you like, is that a dirt bike? Like you're riding dirty, or what's the story? Because you're not riding dirty. It's completely street legal. It brings the heat to you. So you got to be really careful with the Yoshimura exhaust on her. Like, she's really loud, which is another heat-seeking device. Another one too, you're driving down the road and kids are always like, do a wheelie, and you want to make the kids smile, so it's like, well, I don't personally, because I'm a damn saint. I would never do such shenanigans like that. Yeah, third reason, it's a heat magnet. People always look at it, you can hear it, it draws a lot of attention to you. You're not going to go on stealth mode on this badass. So my last reason is, oh, is that another Supermoto? Yeah, that's so dope. Same headlight too. So my last reason is, she's not a highway princess. By that I mean, I know people have, like Moto Bro went all across Europe on it, but personally myself, I'll ride up to Courtney or Nanaimo, which is about an hour and a bit of riding one way and back, and I'm walking stupid. I'm walking like I just got off a damn horse. Like, it's a tall bike, but from the peg to the seat isn't the tallest. I don't know what the specs are, don't quote me again, I'm not a professional. This is just my experience. So when you're riding her on the highway, she's not a highway princess. Plus you get a lot of the wind, the baffling you get by the truck, she's shaking you. There's no windscreen from the factory, you can always put one on. That's about it. So yeah, she's just not the best on the highway. I pretty much avoid the highway, and I take beautiful side twisty roads like this. So there you go. Those are my 5 reasons why, well, I wouldn't say why I dislike the bike. Those are my 5 reasons what I don't like about the bike. And those are extremely stupid reasons. I understand that. A lot of people talk about, you know, I'm aware that it's carbureted and it's only got 5 gears and crap like that, but that doesn't bother me. I'm going to make another video, stick around me for that, the top 5 reasons what I love about this bike. And you know what? Give you a bit of a spoiler alert. Carburetor is one of the reasons why I like this bike. And it's not for the reason you think it is. Thank you so much for checking it out. That's the top 5 things I don't like about the bike, which I'm just being extremely petty. Now, stick around. I got a bit of an adventure for you. I found this single track trail that I believe goes to the beach. But this is the thing with that, is I got a little bit of a treat for you. I bought the 360 cam. 360 cam, which I'm going to replace with the Sandy cam. You know the Sandy cam? Sandy cam! Yeah, boy! He just loves that angle. Shout out, Sandy. You know, I know you're watching this. And I'm going to do the 360 camera as we go through the forest. So, yeah. Forest is just up here. Let me just time warp you to the parking lot. I'm going to switch the camera out. And we're going to do some single track, everybody. Hopefully it works out. Single track on the Supermoto. Welcome back. I know it didn't seem like you went anywhere, but technology with, yeah, anyways. So where I'm right by the Rocking Horse Pub in Noose Bay. But the trail I'm looking at, and I've been eyeing it up for quite some time, is right across the highway from there. So Google where Rocking Horse is, down there. So I've switched out the Sandy cam for the 360 cam. Pretty cool, right? And now you're thinking, like, why don't I use the 360 cam more often? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's massive to edit it. So we're just going to do a little bit of single track trail on the DRZ. And with the Sandy cam might make it a lot more interesting. Now I know, Canadian Camote rider, I should be standing up. But it's sketchy in here, dude. This trail's actually pretty cool. To watch out for bears. We've actually had a lot of bears. I was out hiking the dogs the other day and came across one, climbed up this hill. And there's a bear right there, and I'm like, whoa, the dogs were so good about it. Yeah, they didn't even really bark at it. They kind of more looked at it and were like, yeah, there's a bear. I more or less crap my pants, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, this is going right beside the highway. I'm hoping this goes to the beach, because I've been down here before. Not this trail, but I've been down to this beach, which is beside a log sort. And then along the log sort as well, there's private residences, like $1 million properties. So you can't really get to this beach unless you have couple $1 million, which I don't. My buddy Sandy, that's a different story. Guy's rolling in the bucks. So another bear story. So yesterday I was coming home from work and got a ride with my buddy Ron and his buddies who are going to Tofino for a surf trip. So I just jumped in with them from Vancouver, and they're all from Vancouver. So we stopped by my house and we're all sitting out on the back deck, and I looked down the back of the yard and I'm like, that rock looks a lot blacker than it normally does. Dang, isn't it just a mama bear and a baby bear? I'm like, oh crap. So I'm like, heads up everybody, we got to get the dogs into the house. And it was like really quite frightening because they were coming up towards us. Good thing we saw them, because you know, you never get to a mama bear. Between a mama bear and a baby, uber bad news. So a couple of bear bangers were executed, and they both went over the back fence, no problems. But talking about Wild Kingdom, all these guys that I know grew up in Vancouver in the big city. Don't know if they've ever been up close to a wild bear like that. Sandy cam. So the Supermoto, I am running the street slicks on her. That looks like it goes. This might go down. I am running the street slicks on her, and she's handling this bush no problem. We actually do have to lay quite low. Another inside secret for you, because we are in Blue Marble Rider's turf now, like deep in his turf. If you don't know who Blue Marble Rider is, check out his YouTube channel. Super cool guy, a lot more mature than I am though, and does a lot of great bike reviews. He does a lot of stuff in this area, and yeah, check him out. You won't be disappointed. Link in the description. Bit of an opening here. Oh dang, look at that! See, now you're thinking there's a logging road right there. It's not a logging road, it's the service road for the log sort, and it's a private road. So I'm not gonna be a tool and rip down there. Like I probably could, but I'm thinking up here, this is an old logging road. This is totally rad. So like these guys are working down there. Last thing they want is old MTM busting up and rolling up on the set. Not unless they want to be in a YouTube video. Oh, look at this, look at this. I got, oh, dang, look at this. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Except this deer. Look at him staring at me. You know what he's saying right now, eh? You better not be putting me on YouTube. You do know I live in one of the most beautiful places in the world, right? Let me shut this Sandy cam off. All right, so this is what I came down here for, right here, everybody. Super secret Squirrel Beach. Damn, look at that. hope you enjoyed that little secret beach. It's exactly what I thought it was. It's rad as can be. Hoping there was more sea lions, but there's not. I'll come back one day when I hear the sea lions barking when I'm out hiking the dogs. And Bambi says, have a good night. But I did notice this sign up here. I mean, how cool is that? This would be a great place to come do some stunts. So just in case you didn't capture it on your GoPro, they're taking the liberty of recording it for you. Just contact the company, I guess, and they'll send you the footage. Man, people just give and give nowadays. So good. As always, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a while since I've put out a video, but I've got one coming out, the 5 top things I love about the Suzuki DRZ 400. That's going to come out in a little bit. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. That way you're not going to miss out on any of the action I've got coming out, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm just going to figure out how I'm getting out of here now. Maybe the same trail. You can try that logging road I came down.
If you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're doing it wrong.
One of the best to ever do